a demonstration, like a tutorial of how I came about this nice design. I showed it to you guys in the last live stream. So I was like, let me try showing it to you how I came about with it. This is the earring. All right, so the earrings are here. So I'm going to show you how I came about this beautiful design. It's very pretty, very nice, very aesthetic. Yeah. So for those who are joining, hi, I'm Marvy Scoarts, and in this channel I make relatable content. I also showcase DIY crafts. All right. So let's begin by setting a pole. All right. So we set a pole, and then we will get started with it. So it's called a bead in bead design. For those who are curious about what it is, it's called a bead in bead design. So now that we have gotten that all sorted out, let's move it to the side and start. So let's go. All right, so first is first, you are going to need to have a fishing line. This is the fishing line, the main set, and your needle. All right, so this is the design so that you all remember the style, how it is. This is it. So I'm going to show you how to get started with it. All right, very simple, very nice. First things first, we are going to pick a sand bead. These are sand beads. Hopefully you can see they're very tiny. I'm going to pick one. All right, one sand bead and one crystal. So I'm using size 6, crystal size 6. So one sand bead, one crystal. This is it, so you can see it well. All right, so I'm going to pick it like that 3 times. One sand bead, one crystal. Again, we pick it just like that. One sand bead, one crystal, just like that. So we've picked that 3 times. Now there are 2 options to this. You can decide to tie it from here, or you try this way. You pass through this first bead, you pass through it and then pull it out and lock. So you can decide to drag it and then tie the rope 2 times. So you can decide to do this, then tie the rope twice so that it doesn't fall out. So let's do that. We'll tie it 1, tie it 2. For those who are joining, welcome. We're making a bead in bead design. I'm going to show it to you. So I used baby pink and light pink for this design, and this is how we are getting started with it. Just look at it. This is it. Hopefully you all can see it. It's a bit so you can see it now. That's good. Now from here we will pass the needle to the first sand bead that we come across. That is this first sand bead right here. We will pass it through it. Now when we pass it through there, we are going to pick 5 sand beads. I'm using like baby pink colors for it. This is it. 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, now when we pick 5, we pass it into the first closest sand bead. So this is where we are. The first closest is on this side. We pass it through there and then pull it out just like that. So this is what we have now. Now make sure it's firm, if not it would look loose and that's not good. This one that you see right here is very firm. I had to pull very hard so that it doesn't fall out. So this is it. Once we do that, we'll pick another 5 sand beads. This is it. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 again, and then pass it to the next one, sand bead, which is this one. The sand bead is the small beads that are there, and drag it firmly, make it very firm like this. All right, now we'll pick another one and pass it through the first sand bead that we are coming from. That is the third now because we've gone round. So this is 4. This is the 5th one, and then we pass it through the first one. The first one is here. All right, now this is what we have. Now it's starting to look like this one. Let me show you the small size so that we all can follow along. This is it. Now this is what we're going to do now. From here we will pick one crystal that is this size 6 crystal. All right, we'll pick that crystal and then insert it into the third sand bead. So you're going to count. Let's count it together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now this is the third one. The third one is always up here, and then you pass it to that one. Now we'll pick another crystal and pass it to the next 5th one. So let's count it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this 5th one, we'll pass it through to this one and then pull it out just like that. So you need to be very, very patient with it because sometimes it's as though it's about to fall out, especially as you're starting out. But the moment you get to after this foundation aspect, it will be easier. So the next one too, through the next 5, the third one is what you pass it through. All right, now once you do that, you are going to do this. Pass it through the next crystal so that it all forms this shape. Hopefully you all can see it. This is the shape it forms. So this is the starting point. So we're going to pass it through so that it will be firm. If we don't pass it through like this, it will fall out. As you're working on it, it would fall out, and that's not going to be nice. Falling out is not nice at all. No. So now it's firm. This is the first part. So you can make a mini bracelet from all these. This is the earring size that I've made. I used emerald and baby pink for this one. Now we are going to now pick another 5 sand beads. We will pick another 5 sand beads. I'm still using the baby pink for this one. These 3. All right, 4 and 5, and then we will pass it through. So I'm going to hold firmly here. We'll pass it through the sand bead right here. All right. All right, then we pick yet another one and then pass it through again. And pass it through just like that. So this is a live tutorial that I'm showing you all now. And with this design, you can be able to make any bracelet, earrings. You can make it very, very easy. So this is 5. These are 5 rather. and then we pass it through again. So we need to make sure that we are passing to the right one, not the wrong one. All right, and then we pick a crystal and then pass it through the third one. So it's just very easy, this step. All right. Then another crystal again. So if we follow the same way, we will be having a full necklace, or if you're working on making earrings, you can also get that as well. Aha. So this is it, the first set. So this one, we can, if we keep it up, we'll be able to get a very nice design with it. All right, so let's see if we can make for yet another part, another section for it. Always make sure to drag it so that it's firm. We don't want it to be soft and falling apart. So hold on tight to it like this, then count 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, so you can see. All right, pass to the next sand bead right there. And then the next one too. 1, 2. So the sand beads, you can keep it in a tray so that it's not scattered or anything like that. Make sure to keep it in sort of like a tray, or you can keep it on top of a table so that you won't get everything falling out. But just make sure where you keep it is not somewhere that it will just spill and everything's on the floor. So I'm using the baby pink and like emerald green color. Then we pass it through the next one. All right. So this is it. Now let me use a crystal to close it. So if we keep it up that way, you'll be able to get it all there. Then the next crystal, just like that. And then the last one. Okay. So this is it. So you guys, this is it. We can make a mini earring from this, like just a small earring piece from this. Yeah, so if we keep it up, we're going to get like almost half of the size of the normal earring. So I made this one with emerald and baby pink color, but this one is more bright, like you can see the color. So this was just like a demonstration to show you how we can go about with it. This is it. Now look at the other one that I did. So this is it. So that's how you can get started with it. It's so easy. You don't need to have the whole worry of how to get started. I've shown you already from the very beginning how to get started with it. Now this color is more brighter. That's why I'm using it, so that you can see exactly what we've done. This is the demonstration. This is the sample. This is the sample. This is the one that I've done. Alright, so that's for now. Hopefully you've seen how I got started with it. So it does take some time, but in the end, this is the necklace, this is the earring, and you've seen a demo of how to go about with it. Alright, so thank you all so much for joining today. I'm very happy to have shown it to you how we go about with making our beloved demo. You can make it to be like a mini earring size. If you want it to be a mini earring, you then include the hook right there. Very fancy and just ta-da! Alright, so that's for now. See you guys next time. So till then, have a wonderful day. Alright, bye bye. Mwah.